Alright, first video on YouTube channel here. Let's get the ball rolling. I'm going to talk about ASTS real quick and ORCL. Just an update, plus I want to go over on what I look for getting out, and when I talk about what levels to watch and how I play those levels. Alright, so just real quick on the daily here, we're looking good. Our daily candle, I'd like to see a bigger green body than that, but we did engulf completely the day before. Wick on both ends, so looking good. I like that. Let me look at my SMAs real quick. I did not. Yeah. Liking where we're still at on that. So we'll see where we're at. We did find a new level here, and we'll have to see where it breaks tomorrow, but 91.15 is something to watch. All right. When I am trading during the day, I like to dance between the 15 and the 5. And let's talk about these levels. So 82, which I have marked there, was yesterday's low. And that's what I was watching for today to see. And once we broke 82, then I really took notice, because then I was watching for trend support and see what we did. We barely broke through, so I wasn't too concerned. And the next candle, even though it probably started out red, I'm pretty sure it did with this wick. No, it did not. That's right. If I go through the replay and drop down to the 5. Yeah, because I was probably thinking of the 5, so on the 15. Still not a bad. Now, if this next candle on the 5 or the 15 would have had a lot more body to it instead of wicks like that, that would have been call for concern. Not too worried about it. Then when the next candle opened up above trend support and stayed green, then I was good to go. Wasn't too concerned about it. I walked away, and obviously we had a nice run. Somebody had mentioned to me about being a double top. This is more like a tweezer top here, but this is usually of a sign of a reversal as soon as you see equally topped out red and green candles, vice versa, red or green on either side. If green was on this side and this was the red side, then you would see a run back up, blah, blah. This is the opposite, run down, but that is definitely a side. Typically, we don't call that a double top. Like I said, tweezer top, usually with no wicks, but that is when you have about even space like that. That's usually a sign of a reversal. This candle engulfed this candle on the 15, so there's another sign right there. So anyway, that's why I stayed in. We're still looking good. We are rounding back up again, so I'm looking to see where we open in the morning at 3 a.m. All right, so that's that. Real quick, let's go take a quick look at ORCL and why I jumped out of that one. Okay. All right, ORCL. We are on the 15. Okay. So I'm always watching the first 15-minute candle. Looked good, but then immediately we turned bearish. Second 15-minute candle looked awesome. And then once again bearish. So once we broke trend support here, then it was just a matter of time. So the next candle was this, and this is, I believe, where I called it, and that's why I called it. I thought I did get faked out when I'd seen this, thinking this was going to be the reversal, but it was definitely, of course, hindsight's 2020, and definitely, as you can see, it was a smart move. We are starting to work back up, but this is still on my watch. But right now it's a dead play until we can get back into the trend. And I really am expecting to see this one move. Let's take a wide shot here. Always zoom out. Yeah, so there we go. And this is my OCD, right? Right. So there you go. There's our breakthrough trend. 180, 82. All depends on where we open up. We might be trading sideways here. This may not go anywhere. It'll definitely be on watch. This would be a play up to 200 if we make our way back up. And that's what I'm expecting. I'm actually looking at a price target of 220 on here if we can break above 200. So hopefully that will be soon, but definitely on watch and see where we open. If we open below this support, then all bets are off. If we stay inside this range, then we'll be watching for that move to 200. That's pretty much what I got. Let me take a quick look at, yeah, RSI's definitely dipped down. Not a bad look. Take a look at my levels real quick. That's right. 50 looks like we're getting ready. If we wouldn't have had a down day, we might be touching that by tomorrow. 200's up there, yeah. 100 and the 50 should be right. Yep. So not 100% bullish yet, but we're getting there. And one of the last look, see where my cloud's at. Okay, yeah. Let's see what tomorrow looks like. So tomorrow may be a day to get back in. Anyway, that's what I got. Hope this answers a few questions. Just remember, let me drop down to the 15. Pay attention to your candles when you're looking to decide. If I mention levels to watch, I'll try to be more adamant about mentioning those levels, but those are very key. Those of you who can find them with no problem, use them, respect them. When you do break through a level, like I said, pay attention to your candles, your structures. When you've got a lot of wicks, that's weakness. When you have small bodies, lower wicks, that's more to the downside. When you have small bodies, upper wicks, more to the upper side. And that's pretty much about it. Every scenario is going to be different, but like I said, you got to see the strength of the weaknesses as you're deciding when it does break up or down through these levels on whether you're going to stay or staying out. And always give them the next candle to see where it's at, because that's going to tell you right then and there, and what that next candle where it opens. You want the candle to uh, open more in the middle, or for upper, more in the middle, for the downside, uh, as we're dropping down in here. And some of these aren't very good examples, but you'll experience different scenarios every time, and you have to learn to play them accordingly. And the only way you're going to do that is by trading and more experience. So hopefully this helps. Any questions, hit me up, and I'll try and answer them as best I can, and definitely get some more videos. And I want to try and do a live stream here so we can do Q&As and probably hopefully clear up a few things. Anyway, hope this helps.